Hey everybody, DayTraderRockStar here with you, and a video coming at you on futures and some other good stuff. But we haven't put out a video. I haven't put out a video in a couple of days, and it's been a very, very busy and good week. Very excited. I actually did a lot of coaching sessions this week. Got to talk to some of the members face to face. That's always fun and new to do, so I appreciate that. And if you're out there, I really enjoyed that. The market's been great, and I've really, keyed in on some futures work this week, really pushing the education, pushing the methodology, and the importance of discipline. We were just in tune this week, and that showed because we had a lot of traders qualifying their profit counts this week, a lot, and they were in the room. And now they texted me. I got great texts over to Zello. The Zello alerts. Let's just talk about that first. We'll talk about it. The Zello alerts is something I didn't say, I'm not inventing it, but something I originated here. Day Trading Radio is using this app to send out real-time market alerts, and it's for the future. So we developed what's called the Futures Trade Alert Network. And I should have made it a little bit easier. I just thought it out about, but it picked up so fast, and there's so many people on it now on the Zello. And what it is, and I'll kind of show you this. Let me show you this in a second. You go to your apps on your phone. You download what's called the Zello app, Zello, and you just download that, and then we'll go kind of through this. I'll show it to you fast. You're gonna sign up for it, and then you got to look on the channel. It's a Futures Trade Alert Network. Now, when we first launched this, I don't really promote this. We promote this inside Day Trading Radio, so all the members of Day Trading Radio have an option to get on this, and I keep it open for people to test it out. And it actually blew up. Now, this is a video of me first putting it out, and this is a video that I'll put this link in the room, or actually in the room. I think I'm on the show. I'll put this link in the description because I want to show you how to set it up. The video shows you how to set it up and how to thing, but this is some of the screenshots. So you put your name, you sign up with the free app, and you do a search for traders. What does it say here? You can do a search for me first, DayTraderRockStar, as a person, and then connect me, and I'll connect you back. And then you're going to go to the channels. Let's see here. And you're going to look for Futures Trade Alert Network. Futures Trade Alert Network. You read that right up at the top. And then you can connect that. And that's going to send me a notification that you want permission to get into the channel. And I'll give you permission. And then you'll have this on your phone. Now, it's an app that runs, it runs while your phone is just sitting next to me. Even if your phone locks up, it continues to run. But there's some things you have to say. Enable when you sign up, when you kind of sign up for it and you're going through the process of setting it up, there's a button here, Enable Zello on lock screen. All right, so make sure that's on green. Make sure your status is available. If you don't want the alerts, you just click on that and then say none of, do not disturb, whatever the option is. It's available or not available, or busy. I think it's busy. And basically that's it. That's setting it up. And then during the day, when we have what we call a super signal, and a super signal, if you're not familiar with those, that's something that we have developed here at Day Trading Radio, is a combination of things in the market. It gives us a very high probability of success in the market. So the super signal, like I was saying, is just a powerful. There's about 3 setups I look for during the market. If you've ever followed the show, you know how in tune I am from doing this years and years, 3 years, 25 years now. But we're really just focusing on the futures. We identified certain areas in the market that just are off the charts when it comes to success in taking a position into this. So now this is just basically our business plan. Our business plan, my business plan, is to bring these setups to you. And these setups if taken, are going to either make you money or going to qualify your profit counts. They're just going to be the best setups you will ever get. So people say, how do I get these setups faster? I used to send them out as a text message. It was a little it was, type for the futures. When we get into a setup, and when you see the bot work, the bot automatically grabs the setup. So if you have the bot on your account, you can do that, and it'll automatically get you in. If you don't have the bot and you're required for me to send out those alerts, then I push the button and I'll send out the alert on the Zello. It'll be right next to you on your phone. It'll talk right over it. This is basically what you'll hear. And let's just go back to today. And the thing with the Zello alerts is that they are, if you get a Zello alert, you want to trade that. Let me tell you that. You don't want to mess around with it. You don't want to miss. It's okay if you miss. I saw people come into the room today. Damn, I missed that. I was in the shower. I missed the alert, and it went 25 points. The market went up 25 points after that move, and it's like I said, I'm identifying one certain pattern. It is a perfect pattern. I can't tell you how much I studied this over years and years of study, whether I've based, and I created a quad stochastic indicator. All right, I've created this, and this is part of the bot. And this takes in time frames, it takes in divergences, it takes in so much that when the setup happens, it's usually an explosive move, and you get profits right away. So that's why this bot is so important to get in. But if you don't have the bot and you're watching on the bot channel, which we here have had day trading radio, that's as good. And in case you don't want to miss the best setups, that's why we have the Zello alerts, because the Zello are the top setups. I won't give you anything unless I think or I'm in it, and that it's super important. All right. So today we had, and here's what if this is. I'm just showing you where this Zello alert came in. We were kind of moving down. Let me see if I can bring up my stuff. While I'm setting up the Rockbot script here, I might as well walk you through this for those who have it. They always ask, what are the parameters? Why are these? So right now we're using the Super Signal Quad 23. That is our number one go-to script, and I have it set as a default 5 contracts, taking 2 contracts off after 6 ticks, 2 contracts off after 15 ticks. We have a stop loss at 14 ticks. We trailing stop starts at 1 tick and follows it up by, in this case, normally I have it about the same as the stop, but if you could tighten it up, and plus, when this takes a trade, we automatically go manual, so I actually adjust the trailing stop as the thing is traded. I just use the script to get me in because it identifies the best areas, and we're going to put that right on the Apex account, and you can put that on your Apex account. That's why this is so great for prop traders, because a lot of people say, well, I don't have an NinjaTrader, I can't use this script, because in NinjaTrader costs like $1,000 for the platform. Well, you could get their platform through a prop trader like a Bullinox or an Apex for just $20, $30 a month. That is incredible. Plus you have the opportunity to qualify and follow all the signals I'm giving you, and you're going to qualify. It's just a matter of time. Everybody I talk to ends up qualifying after they realize they have to slow down their trading and they only have to concentrate on a couple good setups. So this is these setups we have to get into. And during the other times when it's quiet and stuff, we can't get frustrated. We can't get, impatient. The setups will appear and you'll get them. So when you do get them, or you have the bot take them for you, we're going to put this on ticks instead of the signal bar low. Signal bar low is great for pure divergences. And then when that's everything set, now I'm just going to turn this on right here. And just remember, this is going to identify some of the trade zones that we want to trade. Now this is actually going to be on the 1 minute time frame. So the 1 minute is going to be a little bit different than typically you're going to put it on the 300 tick. So let's do that. Let's put it on the 300 tick because the parameters are set for that. All right, so let's do that right now. Now, because the tick is a different way of measuring out the candles, it's going to be totally different. The chart's going to look totally different, but you're going to still have sometimes the same setups. Like back here, well, this was at 4 o'clock. Look at the 4 o'clock move here. That huge move up. I mean, all these setups are great. Look at this. So this was about 340, and it caught that long, and it takes it right up, all the way back, all the way up to here is the trailing stop. It captures that whole move. And this, again, this is, so we're using the 300 tick. Let me write that down for you so you can see what you're using here. What am I doing, John? What am I doing with that? We want to go over to, oh yeah, we want this, sorry. Well, because it says on the other machine, I don't have it. So if you don't have this indicator, you could get it. It's called My, with an M, My Watermarks V2, and then add that, and then go down to it, and then make this white here so I can see my black background. We're going to move that watermark. We're going to make that about 35. We're going to make this a 0.9. It gives it enough brightness. And then we're going to do custom text. And I usually write down what this script is. So this is a super signal. Signal 300 tick. Super signal 300 tick. And then this will be ES contract. So I just like sometimes to mark that down so you know what's going on there. This is actually, and this will run overnight too. All right. So this is working for us, but I also am calling the markets with the 1 minute time frame and the 5 minute time frame. We're getting back to making, having a quad rotation or a quad stochastics here. It is so important just to kind of realize the easiness. I mean, we make things really complicated when we're trading. We go against the rules. It's very easy to see which way the directional flow is. And when you're on the winning team, you go with that direction. You don't fight it. You don't fight it. If the downtrend is intact, every bounce should be shorted. You shouldn't be trying to catch a bottom. In some cases, when you have the divergence, you can catch the bottom. When it's the right trade, we'll let you know. Like here's the divergence, right here. I can smell divergence like well, I won't go there. There's a low, and a low, and that low, and that higher low. And that gives us that's a bigger move. So if there's ever a divergence and there is a downward channel, like from up here all the way down, you can draw an imaginary trend line because I can't figure out my trend lines with my laptop here. It has some weird something's going on with that. But so I want to actually put on the 1 minute time frame. And I want to turn this off because I don't want you to, I'm just going to remove this, apply that. All right. And we're going to zoom out. I want to put it back on the 1 because I'm calling the markets during the day. I'm also trying to, show you those divergences because those are going to be the Zello alerts. So today, let's take a look. Let's scroll out. I'm just scrolling out. Of some trades. This is my Apex account. I also had a Bolonox account I was trading too, which I did trade this setup here. So here, this low and this low. All right. So that low and that low. And you can see that low and that higher low. I wish I could put my lines in here. For some reason, it's not letting me. Let Maybe if I push that and then F2. No, that's not going to work. Split my machine. All right, let's get back to that. So right here is that divergence. So that was a very important divergence. And we call 4770 was going to be the low, and that's where to stop. Because whenever I send out these Zello alerts, remember now we're talking about the futures trade alert network. You're going to get the setup, the time, the setup, the price, and the recommended stop. You're going to get all that with the alerts. All right. So this is today's alert, and it happened here because this was the only recognizable, really pure divergence. You can see the distance between that low and look how higher that low is, and that price came down equal with it. It was a reversal candle, and that was the beginning of the big move. As you can see, a lot of people made their day on that move. So let's open up that Zello. Let's open up that Zello here. I'm going to open up my channel. Now, when you get it, if you're not in front of it, Zello, you can't see me here because I'm beyond the mic, but the Zello will give you a notice saying that, oh, you might have missed an alert. If you want to replay it, just go to it, and you'll see a audio file there. You just click on it, and this is today. So this is an example of the Zello alerts. Morning traders. Well, good afternoon. Coming up on 1:30. There hasn't been any real super signals today, other than on the Rockbot. It's been nailing pretty good. But we have a small divergence here at 47.72. It's starting to move 47.72, but stop right underneath that long here. So that was our alert to go long, and as you can see, it went all the way up here. I was trading 2 accounts, and we made about 300, and I'm trading the MES. So I'm taking it again. My job is to kind of get you there, a slow, steady pace, but very, very strong signals. So that was actually a great little Zello alert. Now, all these videos that I start putting out, we talk about these alerts and stuff and how important they are. It is. I mean, I say it because it has to be. I help myself when I talk about this. It's very difficult to stay the course when you know something works so well, and you just have to wait for it. Yet there's a lot of time in a day. It is a very difficult task. But I guarantee you, and this is something I want to kind of make a little announcement right now on this. And this will probably be, for member, definitely it's going to be a member thing. I haven't decided how I'm going to set it up yet. But me managing the Rockbot over the last few days, letting Rockbot get in and then saying, move your stop up and just manage it. I'm going to connect the profit counts to that. I have downloaded the Replicant copy software, and I've learned all about it, how I could take individual traders over the internet and they can connect their profit counts to the Rockbot, and I will manage that. So that's up to you, and that's going to be an option. That's going to be an option very soon. I could probably start doing it tomorrow, but I want to run it through some tests. So if you want to test it out, you have to have the Replicant. You have to have the Replicant Flowbot software, the copy trader. You have to have that. That's the only requirement, basically. I got it. Anybody who uses copy trading, if you're going to copy trade with someone else or copy trade on your own thing, it's definitely worth getting. All right, it's definitely worth getting. I did a video on it the other day. Replicant Flowbots. There's some other ones. Apex Trader has a copy trader. There's a couple. Quant Power has something going on, but that's like a ridiculous price. The Replicant and the other ones, the lifetime on that. Let me show you this fast. That way, if you guys want to take advantage of it, because, like I said, if you have this and you want to be part of the beta crowd, which will be, starting probably in a week, just the beta, you have to be, you have to be a lifetime member. There'll be an option for a lifetime member who supports a site like that. I'll give them that option. It's not going to be open for everyone. I want to do a test beta run before we open it up, and there is a cost to me to run this. So that cost is probably, down the road. If you want to connect to it, there might be a little cost, but it won't be too crazy. It's just to cover the trade. They charge you. You don't get charged anything. I get charged something for sending out the trades. So there has to be some, just to compensate that. And it's not much at all. So what I was thinking, and just to put it out there, as a beta, or people who want to test it, lifetime members could, come in here. I'll try to test it as much as I can, and then we'll open it up to other people. And I'm just thinking to be able to connect your account anytime. I'm not. It's going to be. Well, I'll have to figure it out. Let me get everything settled here. But that's basically what's going to come next here at Day Trading Radio, and I'll be just managing the Rockbot as I did the last 2 days, and it's been up, and today, even when the market came down, when the Rockbot hit it got into an entry, and we knew that the market was unstable, I said, do not take this. Do not take it. Unless I'll let the Rockbot do that because I'm doing something else. There's nothing. But if I'm really managing that, and we have people connected to it, I will take those trades off right away. Now that's optional. No one has to do this. You don't have to do it. You can just take the trades. But I think it's going to be a fantastic opportunity for newer traders to get in and get funded. Because I do it slow and steady. I'm looking for $300, $400 a day. I take no risks. Wait for the setup. I'm in front of the computer all day, and that's something that's I don't think not many people could do that. And even at night, like right now, I'm actually trading. I'm actually trading right now while I'm doing this video because I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough. So I kind of broke that news here, even though I was kind of holding off on it. All right, so this is the Flowbot. It's Flowbots. Just do a search, or you could look in the link in the video. Replicanto Flowbots. It's Replicanto from Flowbots, and it works on the NinjaTrader. I think it works on the Tradeovate. It's compatible. Traders can copy trades from NinjaTrader 8 from different machines. Full capabilities with Tradeovate accounts and the ability to copy trades originally on the web app or TradingView. So it's good with TradingView, NinjaTrader, and Tradeovate. That's the reason I went with this one. And we could trade over the internet. And I think it's great for people to connect to the Rockbot. So this is the main thing you need. The Replicana, it's 0 to 299. You click on it under products. Let's go to products here. We'll probably click on it here. There it is. Oh, there it is. Select options. It's like reptile. With Tradeovate full capability in ATM. All right. So if you scroll down, I went over this in another video. You want to get your license. Now, I don't know how to license. The license is 7 days. I wouldn't get the trial yet if you want to try it out because I don't know if we're going to be fully operational in 7 days. It's going to be close, but you might as well. But if you're going to do it anyway, you'd probably get the machine license. It's a one-time fee. You get 2 machines, single machine for the year, or 2 machines for the year. The license, the machine license. Oh, that's the 2. The single machine license is $199, but we have the coupon that they gave me for clients, and it's DTR. Excuse me, it's Radio 20. It's 20% off, and it's radio, so it takes about $49 off of this. 20% off, and it brings it down to like $159, and that's a lifetime license, so it's definitely worth it. If you're going to copy trade, you can copy trade between your own accounts. If you have multiple accounts, it is a fantastic tool. You should have it, especially as you can see, a lot of people are starting to qualify. So it makes sense to be able to place these trades across many accounts. If you're qualified, and each one of these accounts, again, let's talk about a real fast interruption. The coupon, all right, I want to break into this broadcast right now. Let's not forget this. Let me go back to the site here. Hold on a second. There's pop-up on my thing. If you scroll down on the site on DayTraderRadio.com, you'll see that there is 2 coupons. They're at 83% right now. They're good until Friday, means they can expire. This is a lifetime account, meaning it stays at 83% as long as you have the account. So your recurring charge, which brings it down. I wrote some of this stuff down. And I did some of the calculations, and it brought it down to like $27 for the 50K account, or 25K account. Maybe it was 24, then it was 29 at the 50K account. The 100K account was like $34. It was really good, a good deal. And again, probably should jump on that. That ends tomorrow. I mean, the coupon is going to expire. Same thing with the Apex. Apex is giving 80% off, but they're offering a one day qualification account. So if you get the Apex, that means with that account that you got, they're offering, if you qualify in just one day, you could send it in and get your real account. You don't have to wait the five days or whatever. I don't know if people want that. I take it slow and steady, so it doesn't matter. I think 83 is probably a better deal. But if you're familiar with Apex, that's very good too. Both of them, how they endorse. And of course, I got the coupons. The DTR, the Bullinox, for the good one here is DTR 83. DTR 83. Again, that one's probably going to expire on Friday. This one's definitely expiring. The 80% one is going to expire tomorrow. So I had to interrupt there. I had to turn off the mic there for a second because I am broadcasting from my house, not at my office tonight. So yeah, the Apex definitely expires on Friday. So these two kind of compete. So they both usually expire at the same time as they match each other. So DTR 83 is the coupon code for Bullinox, and the DTR Apex is always the standing coupon code for the Apex, DTR Apex. Now, the replicant, like we just mentioned, the copy trader, I just want to get that on the video because tomorrow's the last day, so I'd advise picking that up. Also, there's the coaching thing. There's also something here I want you guys to see. This is the Zello alerts. If you're not a member of Day Trading Radio and you want those alerts, those Zello alerts, go to Day Trading Radio. And we're still offering this, just kind of a special here, just an introductory beta special. $20 a month to get those alerts. Comes as a membership. If you want to be a member at Day Trading Radio, you get it. But if you're not a member and you just want these, or you're profiting from that and you want to support it, this leads to a Patreon site. And the Patreon is where you sign up for that. It's $20 a month. And basically, it is a fantastic alert system. And I'm very proud to say I invented it. All right. And for the other people out there, we have you get we have 2 packages. We have the monthly basic package without the scripts. We have the monthly basic with the scripts. I have a special right now. For $50, you could test drive the scripts and get a month trial for $50. Since that's cut in half instead of the $99, you could get the script for $50 and test it out for the month. All right, and then you have 3 month, and of course you can see the great specials here, which are great. 3 months package. Instead of $99 for 3 months, you get a discount, $100 off. You can put that together, but this is really good. So there's a link up on the top. If you click on that, it'll go to a lot of information on prop trading and a lot of stuff that you need to know how that's set up, and about the trailing stops. It also has, now this code I have to update, so use the DTR 83. That's an 83%. I haven't updated. This one will give you the 80%. So don't worry about that stuff. But the replicant here, this is replicant Flowbots, copy trader used on DTR, 20% discount, radio 20. All right. let's move on. Enough of that. Just want to make sure you get that before it runs out tomorrow. All right, just a couple fast little tips for you while we end this video. With my quad rotation setup, the quad rotation is the 4 stochastics. And even overnight, if you're just hanging here at night and trading, and you're just bored and you're going to take trades, wait for this setup. Just wait for that 9-3, 14-3, 44, and 60-10 all to get under that blue line. So in this case right here was that setup. And it doesn't happen too often overnight. Things are slower, and the gradual move, the range is not that big, but it will give you bigger directional moves. And the market's not moving that much, but if this gives you a quad rotation, that's when you should be trading. So if you're messing around and you happen to see something like this, where each of the 4 stochastics just kind of drift down and they all meet up at the same time underneath that 20 line. The other thing is, sometimes if you have you have the template. And if you guys remember, you could get my template. I don't mind sharing my template with you. You have to email me, ironaction@yahoo.com. The template, you see that the 80 and 20 lines on the stochastics are very important. But you can see mine are kind of blue, and they don't really stand out. And there's a bunch of lines down here, and they sometimes can get a little confusing. Like, what's that line compared to the line above it? Well, that line's the top of the volume line, and this line's the 20 line, but you can get very confused. So what I recommend people doing is making I go to your stochastics, click on them, then right-click the properties, and then the properties will come up, and then you see the lines here, upper and lower. Go to the lower line, and make it something a little bit easier to read, and it kind of stands out. So I would put yellow, like that, and then I apply that. And as you can see, now that yellow line on the bottom that tells me where that 20 line is. So I could tell. So I want to make sure that, and you can do that on each one of these. Do that on each one of these. Go to line, lower line, chartreuse, whatever that is. All right, and then okay that, and you can do it all the way up. I just want to make sure that most of the 60-10 is the important one for me. So now we can easily see they're all underneath that 20 line, and you can see the nice move the market made. Same thing on the top side, if you get all over. So that's just one rule that I like to pay attention to. Let's scroll back, watch that lower line. And the other important rule is if your 60-10 is underneath that line for an extended period of time. An old Stocks and Commodity magazine, probably back from the 90s, there was an article in it talking about embedded stochastics. So it was interesting because it was a term that this guy was kind of coining, and he says that embedded stochastics, and it probably comes from George Lane. I don't know if he quoted it like the guy in the magazine, but basically he said three periods of the time frame you're on, if it stays at a certain level or up in, at a high extreme level above 80 or below 20, then it's considered embedded. And when something's embedded, then you have a situation where the trend is stronger and you want to trade that trend. So if the stochastics are on the 60-10 or underneath that 20, that means the bigger trend is down, and that every time the 9-3 rotates up, you should sell that or take your profits, depending on how you're in the trade. So that's just one key rule, very key to know. And here's a situation where your stochastics are above 80, and they're holding above 80, and you get that fast rotation. And if you get a fast rotation near 80, near 20, and this is holding above 80, but more importantly, the price is holding on to 50 or to 20, that's usually a very good buy signal. So you kind of had that right there, right off the 20, and a big pop. I actually traded that today. So we called that. And then during the day, there was a lot of just strength. And you can see how the stochastics are embedded here. And that's how strong that market is. So every time the market's embedded and you get that fast rotation, it's usually a buy signal. Here we had, this was at 120. Of course, this was our Zello alert right here. But I'm just going back and just kind of pointing out certain things in the market. So all we're looking for is a certain pattern, and I'm identifying that combined with our quad rotation, understanding, different ways, looking at these lines for so many years, you could kind of know how certain things are going to set up and what to look for before it sets up, so you can get ready. Let's see, and I think that's it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to complicate anything, make anything too complicated. It's not that complicated. It's complicated. It comes down to discipline, and that is sometimes the hardest thing that we can't comprehend, is how disciplined we could be or should be. But there's no reason to take a trade if the trade is not there. If something's just not there. Now you had one here. Let's take a look at the situation where you did get oversold, and you got under that 20. But you see how we started to turn back up. You got your initial bounce, and your initial bounce wasn't much. Here was your quad rotation right about here, probably right at that low candle. And we got about 2, 3, this is 1 minute chart, so about 4 or 5 minutes of kind of grinding up slightly, very slightly. Now, you probably could have got in decent there because you're always buying into that weakness. So say you're in here at 74.84, we'll call it 74.85. Give ourselves, some slippage there. It moved up here to, what was it, 80, what did we get in, 84? 84, 85. It went up to 87.75. It went up to 87. Yeah, around 87. It went up about 2 points. So maybe you got a point out of that. But what you have to watch for is that 9.3. If that 9.3 rotates really fast up there, and this starts to stay down here, it doesn't get back above that 20, you have to start considering bear flags. And that's what a bear flag is. A bear flag is an embedded stochastic under 20 with a fast rotation above the 20 and the price holding below the 20. That's the opposite of a bull flag. Every flag, if you take that, you have to take that short right into the moving average there, right as this gets back above the 80. And then it rotates back down. You got to be taking profits. This is not the end of everything. We're trading a 1 minute time frame. So knowing that the 9.3 is going to be your fastest rotation, this is going to give you your micro channels. 1, 2, everything up and down off of that. The 60-10 is going to be your bigger channel. The overall heading up, slowly grinding up, slowly over time grinding up. So you have all these little moves inside the bigger move going up, and that's how we read the markets. And it's not hard once you start to work as a team like we do here at Day Trading Radio. So I appreciate everyone watching this. I hope you had a great week. If you're profiting with the tools, let me know. Love to get some good testimonials. I haven't asked for those, but it's always good to have those. So I appreciate that. If you are using some of the Zello alerts or the Rockbot and the scripts and stuff like that, or even the overall show, I'd love to hear back from you. And if there's any improvements or anything you would like, please let me know. That's about it. Go get those profit counts before they expire tomorrow. They're only $25 for the 50K one. I think you can qualify with the 25K. That's telling you can get, that's a $1,500 profit. That's just a few ES contracts on a nice 20-point move, super signal Zello, and then you're trading real live money. And then you do it again. You're that close to doing this. You're that close to being successful doing this. It can be done. All right. Every day we get traders doing this. It can be done, and you will do it. You have to develop that discipline And you have to develop the patience, and you have to be ready for the alerts. The alerts will come to you. I will show them. That's what I do. All right? All right. Good night, everyone.